Shubhan Gunan House back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys. The first news has actually hit us well. Mikel Arteta has revealed what Arsenal must do to beat Burnley today. Well, he said the type of game that they want to play makes it really difficult for the opponents. So we need to be ready for a battle, be clever, and take the game the way we want. A lot of teams they get bullied even if they believe they cannot be bullied. This is how good they are, and this is their strength. So we have to make sure this does not happen. Well, here's what Arsenal have to do. I mean, they have to make the most of the clash against Burnley because Chelsea have dropped points, Leicester dropped points, Manchester United dropped points, Wolves dropped points, Spurs have City to play today. So we could potentially drop points if we want to, or we can actually take the advantage and make sure that the top four is in contention still. But moving on, well, Eddie Nketiah has actually shared an image of the training ground, which says that he's working, which looks like yes, he has something to do in tomorrow's game. Well, Emil Smith-Rowe was the star of the show for Huddersfield. Well, during yesterday's clash against Fulham, the 19-year-old in the 35th minute, he scored for their side, but his side went on to lose the game 3-2 because he had one goal and an assist already. Unbelievable, Emil Smith-Rowe. Keep shining for Arsenal. But moving on, Mikel Arteta has hinted Ainsley Maitland-Niles will move into a midfield position following the club's January transfer business. He said he can play in various positions and do really well at fullback as well. He's a very useful player with great speed, technically gifted, a good passer of the ball, and he can play as an attacking midfielder because he's a threat every time with his runs. He can, and he can play as a holding midfielder because he's played a lot there in his career. Well, fans online were not very sympathetic against Jack Wilshere, who posted pictures of his surgery scars, having had an operation on an injury that will keep him out for the rest of the season. Well, this is how they responded to the images that Jack Wilshere shared, and one of them actually tweeted, "I actually thought he had retired, to be honest." Another one said, "Is anyone surprised?" Another one said, "He should retire." Moving on, well, Arsenal failed in a deadline day transfer bid for Samuel Umtiti as the defender wanted to fight for his Barcelona place. The French international emerged as a top target for Mikel Arteta, who was looking to bolster his injury-struck defense. Barcelona were willing to sell the out-of-favor 26-year-old for the right price, but Umtiti rejected a late move for Arsenal in order to battle for the spot in Kike Setien's tiki-taka football. But moving on, well, also the biggest fact, Arsenal received a permanent offer for Mesut Ozil for a Qatari side in January, but head coach Mikel Arteta opted to block the move. Source has told 90 Minutes that Arsenal could have also seen Ozil also depart if not for the intervention of Mikel Arteta. Well, RB Leipzig's Danny Olmo and Yannick Carrasco were also on Arteta's shortlist before his move to Germany. The 11th hour bid for Ozil for the Qatar club meant Arteta was unable to set the ball rolling with a couple of his main targets to replace Ozil. Well, it is also understood that Ozil would have been willing to listen, and so too would Arteta with a suitor willing to foot the 31-year-old's players hefty wages. But the timing of the proposed switch left the Gunners with little time to source any any type of replacement for Mesut Ozil, which was actually not possible because Danny Olmo was had actually made his move to Germany. Well, that's the problem, yeah, because Mesut Ozil could have left us this window, but Arteta could not find his replacement properly, and that would mean that the playmaker role would have been kept empty. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views, news, and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. When you do that, you get two videos about Arsenal every single day. Well, I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.